Hey, my name is Beth. I'm from Field and Fetch Dog Walking, but I also have recently started a self-service dog treat, dog chew little cupboard outside my house, and I thought I would do a video talking about it, and I still have not got around to it. So you are going to just follow me around this morning whilst I talk to you about the cupboard because I thought it'd be a really useful thing to do. It's not my idea. I didn't come up with it. I'm sure other people have seen lots of these self-service cupboards around. They're a cute idea. And I thought to myself when I saw a dog treat one, I thought, I've got a really good location for that because I live on a fairly main road, but it's mostly residential. And not only that, but I've got a little alleyway that runs down the side of my house. So I have lots of dog walkers that come past. So I thought I'll give it a go. And my idea was that I'm just going to do 4 weeks trial. I'm going to put the cupboard up and only do so much that I can gauge how it does, and then sort of reassess the situation. And I'm 3 weeks into that 4 weeks, so I've got a better idea now. Did one big order of treats and chews, and the supplier that I chose was Nutriment because I have used them in the past. They have reasonably good margins when you're buying wholesale from them. I think you get good quality from them. I have had treats from other places, and I'm not ruling out other places, but that's where I went with for my first order. And I have actually feel like I have had a good experience with them. So I used an IKEA cupboard. It's a metal cupboard. I have used a camera doorbell to have like CCTV in the cupboard and to be able to see when people have opened it. And I get a little notification to see that to show that somebody has triggered the camera, and then I can see a list of sort of interactions that have happened with that camera during the day. My payment of choice at the minute has been a QR code. The reason that I've gone for that rather than a card reader or cash or anything at the minute is just for my trial period. Because I didn't want to invest any more than necessary if it was going to be a total flop. So the QR code allowed me to let people pay where they could enter the amount that they were paying for, so they could pick whatever they wanted and just enter the amount that they needed to. A few people have paid it in cash and left it somewhere secure, like not secure, it's not secure, is it? But they've left it hidden, which is fine as well. But I think that would be something that I would change going forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh myself with the numbers and come back to you with what I have managed, what I've done in sales and had visitors and all that kind of stuff. So in terms of visitors that I've had in the first week, I had 68 people visit my cupboard. In the second week, I had 40 people visit my cupboard, and on the last week just gone, I had 37 visitors. So what I'm expecting roughly is it's going to level out to be around 40, because I think in the first week a lot of it was like novelty and intrigue, where people were like, oh, what's this, and opening it. Whether they had a dog or not, they were just curious. I think there was a lot of curiosity about it in that first instance. So I think once people have got used to there being a white cupboard at the front of this house, then they know what it is. It's more likely that they're going to be opening it because they're interested in buying dog stuff or having a look at what's in there, etc., rather than just literally having a nosy. So that it's interesting to note that on the second week it's June 2026 for reference. We have had a massive, weirdly hot heat wave, and I had several days where I had very few visitors and I had no sales. But from my point of view as a dog walker, I was like, that's a good thing, because it means that people are not taking their dogs out. People are not walking the streets with their dogs. So I kind of expected it, and I didn't want people to be taking the dogs out anyway. So I will go and refresh the numbers on sales for you. So the transaction numbers for the 3 weeks. So the first week was 8, then the second week was 5, and then the week just gone was 11 transactions. So people actually buying things. So that's not the number of things they've bought, that's just the number of transactions. And 5 transactions on the second week was the week where it was really, really hot and people were just not going out. So that's almost like a bit of an anomaly. I mean, it's to be expected that there will be weather events. Like if it rained all week, it would probably be similar. But interestingly, that it's good that the third week the transaction number has gone up. I've also done a conversion rate, and my conversion rate currently is about 30%. So about 30% of the people that open the cupboard actually are buying stuff, which is a very good conversion rate. And I also have the average transaction is something that I would like to try and bump up. But I think that because it's only been 3 weeks, I think what actually the time that has been spent over the past few weeks, I have had a couple of people that have come back. I think there's an element of confidence building in it. The fact that the transactions work, that it is a real person behind it, and that that it is safe to use it. Financially speaking, it's safe to use it. So I think that it being there consistently being stocked and all that kind of thing helps build that trust in it as a place to buy the treats and stuff like that. I've tried to price things quite well because I know that people don't have to. There's a lot of more convenient places to go, and I think that a lot of people will be just buying little treaties for their doggies as they're going past and stuff like that, which is what I'm hoping for. So I think product selection has been like a really interesting one because I had no idea what people were going to buy. So what I will do now is talk to you about what people have been buying and what they have not been buying. Okay, so with regards to things that have sold and haven't sold, if I was going to have guessed anything beforehand, I would have said that the low value dried treats would sell well, and that is pretty much what the case has been. They've been the things that sold in the highest quantity, at least. So I'm talking things like chicken feet have sold well, pig's ears have sold well, rabbit's ears, that kind of thing. So if and when I do a restock, I'm going to buy more variety of the lower value dried treats and bigger quantities of them. The other things that I bought some more like gourmet options. So I'm talking about bags of treats, chubs of pate, that kind of thing. They all have sold, but I've sold one here, one of the other one. There's not been one standout seller that like everything's sold up. People just buy one here and there. So they do sell and it is worth stocking them, but they are not the thing that people seem to come back for. So that is how I would stock it differently. Next time round, I would buy a wider variety of the dried treats and buy more of them, but also have the option of those more like gourmet range as well. The question of whether I think it's worth it or not, I still don't actually feel like it's answered. I feel like I am going to continue it. I think it's worthwhile. My cat's coming to say that. I think it's worthwhile continuing because I feel like I've not got all the information yet. I think that at this point, the information that I have got tells me to continue and see how it goes. And it's also letting me know what I should order more of and what I shouldn't. Is it going to be paying my rent? No. Am I going to be contributing towards rent? Not meaningfully, but it is something, and it takes very little effort to put the stuff out in the morning. And not only that, but it's also sort of like a physical presence outside. So I've had inquiries for my dog walking based on the cupboard, people that have visited the cupboard or walked past the cupboard or whatever it is. So people that have then come to my social media or whatever. So it's not just a simple yes or no, black and white. It's I need more information, and even if it's not great profit wise, it still is that physical presence for my business.